Hi guys, and welcome to Super Metallurgy. Okay, today I am in the depths of Kent, literally in the middle of nowhere. I wondered where I was coming to. I'm at a place called VVS UK, which is just, I mean, it's based in an area that you wouldn't think you were going to find what I found. But cars are phenomenal. So, we have seen a very beautiful Ferrari 599 GTB, which has been rebodied as a GTO. Plus, we have seen maybe my next car, a 991 Gen 2 Turbo S, but it's one of 30 cars made by Tech Art. It's a very special car, so it was actually built in Tech Art's workshop in Germany, and then it was imported to the UK. Had one owner, cars covered only 9,000 miles, and it is a little stunner. So let's have a look around. We can see it's a good start. Skyline, GTR, and the doors have just shut, but that's okay. Nice little Range Rover as you walk in. So this is very unassuming. You don't know where you are, and suddenly it turns into this amazing workshop of fast cars and other bits and pieces. So let's go inside and let's have a look. Okay, so today we are at VVS UK, and these guys have quite an array of cars, as you can see. So we're going to be looking at this. This is a 599 GTB, which has been rebodied for its owner, and they have sent it back to Ferrari, I believe, and then they've rebodied it. So Maranello red, it's got the carbon ceramic brakes, this wonderful long bonnet on it, but it's got these extra touches, so the bonnet is different, it's got slightly different sides, you've got the vents down the sides here. He wanted a 599 in the GTO specification, and this car is basically it. For me, it's a stunning car, 2007, huge power. It was one of the fastest Ferraris that was built at the time. And we're going to have a quick look around it, and we're going to talk about it, and we're going to decide if this is maybe a good future car for myself, or if there's a Tech Art that might be better, which is just over behind me on the other side. So we're going to have a look at that as well. So let's see what we think, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so let's have a closer look at this car. So 2007, stunning Italian racing red. It's got to be the right colour for this car. Now this has got a different exhaust pipe system on it, so it's got tube exhaust. Apparently it sounds like thunder. I haven't heard it yet, but we are going to start it. We're going to listen to it, but we don't want to take it too far because it is so loud apparently. But it's a beautiful car. And it's sitting amongst all of these wonderful machines. So this Audi's just come in, RS6, apparently 700 horsepower. You can see Skyline over there, plethora of Aventadors. This is a very special car just behind here. I'm going off track, I'm sorry, but I've got to show you these vehicles. So this is a Super Trofeo, and it is just a work of art. Another Gallardo here. You can see over here, GT3 RS in that perfect colour. We have a long tail here, 675 LT. I think that is another 675 over there. Audi R8, and then we've got Gallardos, and then we've got this other car here, which is the Porsche, which I am very, very interested in. So this could be a replacement for the last car. So this is one of 30, and it's actually a Tech Art car. But we're going to come back to that in a minute. So you can see it's a lovely machine, but we'll come back to that in a minute. So we're on to the 599. What a machine. V12, the right colour, carbon ceramic brakes. Let's have a little look on the inside of it. So you just pull this door handle just here, pops the door open. Got to think this is 2007, but immediately you're greeted by that very familiar steering wheel with the controls that do your gearbox settings, the engine start button, your lights like in a Formula 1 car up here, which shift through as you're going to change gear. They change colour. Beautiful interior. Seats are stunning. So the seats are in carbon fibre, and then trimmed in leather, just with the Ferrari logo as you enter, and you're just greeted by this wonderful interior. So it's a real grand tour of a motor car. Plus, you can see this plaque just along here, if it focuses. So it just says Ferrari 2007, and then it's got a build number on it, 157079. Feels a bit dated compared to some of the other vehicles, but it feels, I mean, it's like a weapon. But you can see up on the binnacle, 599 GTB. Really nice machine. So on the inside of the car, you can see you're greeted by this huge amount of carbon fibre in here. So all the centre console is beautifully decked out in carbon. Obviously things used to slide around in here, so there's somebody's put those little mats. It's a Poundland special. So pretty easily laid out. You can pick this out very, very simply, and I'm not au fait with this. So you've got the F1 gear change in this car, so you can see it's got the F1 logo here. Get your hazards, you've got your open button, reverse, automatic, and LC. I'm not sure what that means, but so this is your reverse. I think that's like your neutral, if I remember rightly. Then you've got your lock, your unlock buttons here. Conventional handbrake, which is quite nice to see. You don't see this very often in these cars any longer. Wonderful steering wheel with a carbon fibre top, perforated edges, and then the carbon fibre centre cap. And then you've got this button here that says race, so you can turn your traction control off, your reset. You've got race, sport. This is for meant to be for sort of icy weather and slippery weather, so I think this is sort of water, and then this is ice. I mean, really, who's going to be using in that anyway? So we'll leave that in sport. Your engine start button over here, and obviously everything else is pretty conventional. So your paddles on this car are down the side, so you've got twin paddles. For down and up shifts, wipers, all your usual bits and pieces for your headlights, automatic headlights, and then you've got side lights and your normal headlights switched on, and your parking light if you put it across to the P. Wing mirror controls just down here. Conventional air vents. The stereo looks like a Becker unit made by rebadged as a Ferrari unit, but is showing its age, so it's now very much along the lines of 2007. It just looks different, but it's got voice control. I can see here. I don't know how good it's going to be, but you know, and then it has a cover which just clips over the front, all again in carbon fibre. Climate control down below, so you've got heating and climate control on each side for different people, and then you just select if you want it on automatic, or you can go through different settings for speeds, and then again you can do your vents up towards the dashboard along the top here, or you can direct it down towards the floor for your passenger, so it blows down on their feet down at the bottom down here. But quite conventional in here, really, except for this gearbox, which is very Ferrari and slightly different. Little ashtray in the middle here, because an Italian car wouldn't be the same without an ashtray, with your little lighter down here, and can't get that out, I'm going to leave it in there. And then just behind you, sort of storage area, couple of little luggage straps done in the same matching leather with the red stitching. And these beautiful sculpted seats, I mean, they are so deep. You can see the carbon work on the sides, and beautifully done. And then with the Ferrari logo on the top, and just the carbon work in here, so you could put a 4-point race harness. Okay, so I think we should get this car started now. So we're going to start up the 599 GTB, and let's see what this thing sounds like, because it's meant to be amazing. And I've got to say, every time I say to them I'm going to start it, everybody starts running around like headless chicken, because obviously it sounds pretty phenomenal. So let's hear it. Okay, so we're in the 599, and we're going to kick it off. You can see cars in accessory at the moment, so only turns once. Then we've got the steering wheel start button just here. So foot on park brake, and here we go. Wow! What a noise! Now that is a noise. I don't know if you can hear me over this, but it's seriously loud. So car can only be running for a minute. We're going to turn it off in a second. I hope you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, we're going to turn it off because it's just too loud. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, you've just heard a straight piped 599, and that is a serious piece of kit. And I thought I could live with this. My neighbours complain at me when I get into a Porsche Turbo, let alone into, well, I mean, this is like the god of Norse, isn't it? It's unbelievable. Can't believe it. What a machine. I would love this. I'm going to make this video for one of my special neighbours who loves my loud cars. Somebody needs to come and buy this car. How much is this car? £170,000. It's an absolute bargain just for that noise. You need to come and buy it. So this is a VVS, and what a weapon. And if it sounds like that, can you imagine what it sounds like when it's on the open road? I reckon it will be just a total monster. I mean, I haven't even got words for this thing, but I want one. So check it out. What a machine. Proper noise, real Ferrari sound. You just don't get that in the new cars, and really, really amazing. So who knows? This is one of the cars. If you like this, let me know. I don't know if I can live with it. Let's get the key out of the ignition, and we're going to move over and we're going to have a look at the tack art. Can't get over it. What a machine. We even had to put a board behind. See this board? This is just so it didn't splatter the car behind. But if you look at this, straight pipe, it chucked so much fuel straight out onto the beautiful Lamborghini behind it, the Super Trofeo. And actually, I think we did rather get the nose of the other car we did. So there's a lot of fuel splattered on the other car, but I'm sure that will get cleaned off. And there's a rag ready to go. But a beautiful, beautiful car. Okay, let's have a look under the bonnet. I've just popped the hood a second ago, so it's directly under the steering wheel on this car. Then you've got a big red handle just in this car, which you can see I've just pulled just here. And let's get this bonnet up. Look at that. Beautiful engine. So 599 GTB, you can see the number here, 157097. That's the chassis number of the vehicle. A lot of plastics covering things, so you've got your power steering fluid dead ahead of you. This wonderful V12 engine. I mean, it's real old school, stunning machine. Different fluids go into these sections here. The red logos on top of the engine, you know, the red covers are stunning, done in that wonderful sort of anodized material. And also you've got your air boxes on each side. Beautiful. Windscreen washers. Still looks really current. I mean, 2007, this isn't bad at all, but it's the displacement of this that is just the thing. It's just such a monster engine, just so big. And you can see it's got the original plaques all down underneath here, so it's got all the codings for everything. And then along here, see the different lubricants. They're saying they will put in a Shell lubricant into this, 75W90 oil, but it is really beautiful. And considering it only ran for a minute or two a few minutes ago, this thing is quite warm, and it's got quite a lot of heat coming off it. But it's obviously been a very well maintained, well looked after motor car. So let's get this shot down. Okay, so thank you very much for listening, and I hope you like the 599. Let me know what you think to the Porsche tack art, and we're going to be leaving VVS UK, and hopefully we'll be back here really soon to show you some more cars. Cheers, guys.